Now, this is the largest Princess Diana auction because we have over 100 items from her amazing life and career, those short-lived, incredible memories, part of her legacy. Keeping in mind Diana herself, she sold over 70 of her dresses at the behest of her young son Prince William back in 1997 to raise money for her charity. She raised over $3 million, which at the time was a huge amount of money when she did that auction in New York. And then sadly, we lost Diana 2 months after that. And people do consider these items as an asset class now, because if people own these items today, chances are in years to come they will sell them for more than what they pay for auction. You see that incredible Belleville Sassoon, beautiful, colourful dress, made for Diana for her visit to Australia in 1988 when Australia was celebrating their bicentennial year. I was there in Sydney, living in Sydney, so it was incredible for me to see Diana, the royal family, come for that huge event with the fireworks, the tall ships in the harbour, and Diana to wear that dress at St Andrew's Cathedral in Sydney. And she loved it so much, and people loved it so much that she wore it, in fact, on at least 9 occasions that we know. She wore it in Africa, she wore it in Spain, she wore it numerous events in the UK. The Lady Dior bag is the one item that every lady or girl wants to talk about or see. So incredible. Gifted to Diana in 1995 by Bernadette Chirac, First Lady of France at the time. And it was known as the choo-choo bag. And because Diana wore it and carried it, and we know that she had it in Argentina in November of 1995, and then many, many times after that. She always loved the Dior bags. She had them in different colours. But this bag was then renamed Lady Di or Lady Dior, very smart on Dior's part, and it can still be bought today for probably 5,000 to 7,000 in any of the main stores around the world. The Catherine Walker evening gown is truly exquisite. So made for Diana for a royal visit to Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates in 1986. You'll notice by the neckline and the long sleeves, very conservative. Of course, they were going to Saudi Arabia, a very conservative country. But Catherine Walker and Diana were brilliant because the falcon is the bird, the national bird for that region. So they have falcons right from the front of the dress in migration mode all the way down the back of the dress onto the train. Just exquisite.
I think it's good if the person is experienced, though, because it's such a huge job that it helps, you know, if you've got a track record of designing couture. Because at the end of the day, it's a handmade dress for one person. It's got to be totally unique.
The dress was exquisite, made by Elizabeth and David Emmanuel. We have that sketch in the sale. I spoke to Elizabeth at her exhibition in London last week, and she told me about the dress. She was reduced by, Diana shrunk by 5 sizes from her first fitting to her final fitting for the wedding dress. The dress weighed 20 pounds. The train was 25 foot long. So as they had to take in the dress to fit Diana, they had to trim the lace on the train to make it proportionate. So a piece of that original train lace is attached to the sketch from Elizabeth Emmanuel in this auction. So that's really historic. Diana herself, she did not want to be pigeonholed into the Diana era like the Edwardian, Elizabethan, Georgian eras that we all are familiar with. She wanted classic, timeless fashion. The outfits you see around me here are over 40 years old, some of them, and they could be worn today. So she really achieved what she wanted as a classic, timeless. Diana, 21, 25, 100 years from now, will still be relevant. We will still talking about her, and we need more people like Diana in the world today because of what she represented and the message she delivered every event she attended.